What's going on, guys? My name is Peter Cattani, and New Year's is about to happen in 10 hours. So, we got to do one more video for 2018 going into 2019, and what a year it has been. So, when I do videos, I like to not be scripted. I kind of just freelance it and try. I try to be funny too to make it more entertaining. I think this is like my fifth take. Every other time I messed up, I said like a curse word or one of them. Completely read the wrong effect. Like, it was bad. So I'm gonna try my hardest to make this count. This is unnecessary, but I find unnecessary being entertaining, and that's what counts. So the video that I wanted to show you, they want me to do a profile of the new leaders. Yay! Problem is, it's like Tournament of Power. Not much creativism you can do to those things. They are so well built for the way they come in. Like the Red Frieza army cards goes great with it. The Goku is kind of like gimmicky. If the deck is good, super impressed. Haven't tried too much of it because I never cared for the Goku Krillin story. They tried to do that in set one, and I was like, that's cute. What else? Bardock looks really fun, but Joey already made a video of it on YouTube, so go check that out. It was great, so I didn't want to do that one. Next was the other Shenron that no one's going to play, and then the Piccolo. So boom, guess what I'm going to do? If I press the button right. Bam! Piccolo. So simple and basic, but entertaining, and I can tell you everything about it. What's another thing, though, really quick? We're going back to this page just to have like a little story time, because who doesn't like stories? 2018 was quite an interesting year. I know I cried a lot about my ex. All right, 2019, that's my goal. Never to mention it again. But everything else, when it comes from set one all the way to, I don't know what set we are, five with 5 other extra sets and stuff. Man, there's a lot of cards out there right now. 100 leaders when the first set, I believe, was like 26. Man, I should have had more info about this stuff. But the first dominating leader was this guy. He's theoretically almost made me quit the game. I hated him so much. Come set 2, still refuse to play him. Once I hate a leader, that's it. I can't play it. Never gave this guy a chance. Not fun, not entertaining. But he dominated set 1. Boom. Come set 2, I'm still trying to think what was in set 2 that was super interesting, and not much. This guy still saw play. His play style was still very good, where it controlled your opponent. Locked in the sense of, you're not going to awaken, I am. I get pluses, you don't. He was just way too good. Come first draft box, we got, where is he? Bam! Mecha Frieza, which theoretically was the first card to get errata, I believe. Or like, it was questionable to be banned. I'm sure there was mess ups in set 1 where they got errata, but this was like the first, like, oh my god, guys, we need to fix this. He was super good, really strong. I got third in Orlando and 8th in Vegas with this guy. He was a very strong leader, and eventually, as more sets came out, he was going to keep getting better and better. It took the monkeys. It took the monkeys for them to be like, all right, we gotta hurt it, because him and monkeys were really strong, and Shugesh came out too, making this leader just absurdly good. And that was a meta for a while. Next became, I want to say, man, and mind you, I'm freelancing this. I'm trying to be like entertaining, but I'm pretty sure this was the next problem. Because one problem, this is a problem with card games. When one thing gets fixed, there will be a brand new problem. No matter how it works, it's never going to be like, oh, it's the perfect meta. No, it's just not. He was a problem. There was decks that could beat him per se. You had to like work really hard. Like in Gen Con, Marcel beat this deck using Hirudegan, so it was beatable. But he was extremely annoying in the sense where you'll build deck, this guy looks awesome. I build it with Beerus. Ooh, super cool. If I do this, this, and this, great. And then your friend's like, why don't you put SS3? And you're like, huh, All right, well, let me try it. And the deck works 100 times better. He was just that good of a leader. Um, and became the new problem, which became the first ban card, where you can't play it. Mecha Frieza got errata. They fixed it. This one they didn't know how to fix, and they just banned it altogether. The leader was that good. So, boom, next problem. Then we don't even go to leaders. We go to next problem. Bam, Bardock. We're really, he's good. He's incredible. But what really made this problem is him and his grandson. Where are you, little boy? Somewhere over the mountain. Boom. When this promo came out, because Bardock came out first, and we saw plays. It was really cool. It was with the monkey deck. SS3, we use it. Turn one, they awoken and pretty much had a board set up pretty well. Deck was good. But SS3 got hit, got touched a little bit, whatever the case. This guy came out like somewhere in between, and that became the deck. And I feel like for months we have been playing 1-2 swap. Way too long. Finally, this new set brings out some cards that technically hurt it. We don't know if it's going to die yet because there's adapting. The deck is just really strong. And they didn't errata anything. They brought out bullet cards. And what silver bullet cards, I didn't say silver. Silver bullet cards mean is they brought out cards that if you main deck or side deck, it will hurt the other deck. Cool. That doesn't answer a problem. Luckily, they are very good cards that like you kind of want to main them anyways. But silver bullets just kind of suck. Just because your deck has to go like that. Like if right now a card that really hurts, because if you guys played 1-2 swap before, Undying Trunks and Senzu Bean is really good because they continue their plays. They attack over and over. So one of their new silver bullet cards is this, and a Whis that's exactly this. This doesn't hurt to main deck because it draws a card anyway, so it's kind of like a Boo, energy boosted Boo. And then it has a really good effect that once per turn, when your opponent untaps an energy not using Awaken ability, you get to pick one of their energy and banish it, warp it, put it in the drop zone. Boom. Put it in the drop zone. So, really good. So now they can't do their super combo where like Undying, this, that. No, you can't do that no more. Or at least they can, but they'll get super punished. And then worst comes to worst, the extreme bullet card will be 2-drop, bam. This guy is a monster. Your opponent's battle cards with energy cost 2 or less can attack. And swap is pretty much 2 and less. So if you bring this out, it has barrier. It's almost unkillable. So swap decks might see its death. You can use the logic, you better have it. But, you know, people use that logic a lot when Shugesh, they brought out a card for Shugesh. They're like, oh, no, Shugesh is still good because if you don't draw Canola, I win. And mind you, I know I don't say the girl's name right. I say Canola or Corona. Whatever this girl name is, this was the answer for Shugesh. So when this came out, those players were like, oh, well, you need to draw it first. Most of the time, I'm a mulligan for it. Don't worry, I'm going to get it. And literally you do not see Shugesh anymore. The Shugesh is such a powerful super combo, but this really hurt it. Now you got this new card where they can't explode. It puts them on check. They need to remove it, which is removable, fine. But it gives you enough time to survive to play the next best card, bam, and it's barrier. So it's barrier words, not removable basically. Really strong, and it's 1 blue. It's not even double blue, so like you don't even have to have like a mono blue deck to play this. As long as you charge 1 blue and play it, bam, you're safe from swap. So we might see the death of swap. And then comes, which I believe, this is based on opinions. That's it. What SS3 is you had blue-green, you had red-green, you had mono-blue, you had blue-yellow. This guy just had every kind of deck because he was that good. His ability was strong. The next one, don't judge me, please don't leave the video yet, is this guy. This guy is way too good. He's SS3 good. In the sense that like there's so many different combinations with him. There's hand control, there's Gogeta, there's toolbox. There's a lot of things what Shenron does. It's because his wish is that strong. It gets a lot of advantage because the very first turn you get to basically draw 2 cards. Very good. When it flips, it gets to use desires for free, not paying energy, or draw a card, or make a wish to win the game. When they make the wish, they normally win the game most of the time. So it's becoming almost a new problem. If it wasn't for 1-2 swap putting this card in check, because swap literally beats this guy way too easy, putting him in check, this guy would run rampant. You will see a lot of plays. And the thing is, the new bullet cards that I just showed you, Boros and the Goku, I think his name is Boros, hopefully I'm not wrong, can be main decked in this because they already run objections and stuff like that. It's blue. It wouldn't hurt them to run it. You can Child's Wish the Goku in time. Like, it's just really strong that now Shenron has an answer, a strong answer to 1-2 swap. So that might be the new dying one, and this leader will arise very strong. But what keeps up to it? What counters? I don't got the answers. I'm working on it, trying with my team, but I'm really not liking this leader. I'm just like, God, he's so good. Can't beat him. And me, I like to play fun. I play this game mostly for fun, not to be the best or anything like that, which has haunted me a little bit. Come Nationals, I took a deck which I liked. I refused to play 1-2 swap, and I got first, second, third. I refused to take that, and I lost the ability for vouchers because trips sometimes are expensive, and then that cool metal card. I really wanted to win the Pan one because I have a good friend in Philadelphia named Eric Goodwin, and he really wanted it. Could I have sold it for 1,000 something? Yeah, and the money would have been nice, but his face of getting it would have made me really happy. So that was kind of my goal. I kind of wanted it first because Shenron now I was selling instantly, and then starting at Goku, probably. But Pan, if somehow I got third, because my biggest curse is usually third either way. If I got third, I think I would have gave him my Pan. Just be like, here, man, here's my gift to you. Boom, great guy. If you haven't met him, he gives kisses. That's his logo, his trademark kind of thing. He sells shirts too, where it's just like, I think his new one was talk beep, get kissed. I gotta say beep because I can't curse in these things. But it's really creative, very friendly, and yeah, it went great. But anyways, next thing we're gonna talk about is what I might play in 2019. This is just meta talk of what 2018 showed. I'm sure there was little decks here and there. Another guy that I complained so much about because I hated him. I played mid-range control. That's kind of like my favorite decks, and this guy just dominated it. Zeno. Not that he fell off. It's just Shenron became stronger, easier to kill. Didn't have to worry, but this is someone we still have to look out for because he never got touched. It's just the meta became too fast to control, and Shenron was just a better, not Zeno, but like you didn't have to play Zeno to win. Like you just won based off your attack, so he just didn't see play anymore. But 2019, boom, maybe he's good. Mostly red leaders use it. That's just the given. No blue leaders really play him. No god. He was meant for a god deck, but they made another card that messed it up. Boom. All right. So now we gotta talk about the new set. It's super exciting. Thing is, it's like tournament power. Like how an announcer can only play world tournament cards, and you pretty much know. I was checking these leaders out. Let's check it out real quick. For black, this guy comes out. While Shenron has not been touched, until he gets touched, no one's really gonna play this. It's exactly what Shenron does, but his wish doesn't win you the game. His wish is a desire card already out called World Peace. So why would you play this when you can play this? So not much talk we can do about this other than art. Art, this guy looks incredible. But yeah, can't make a video on this. Next would be Frieza. Super cool. He has an ability that pretty much is Senzu Bean till your opponent's turn. Strong. And the cards that go with him in this set are just perfect for him. There's really no reason to mix and match. You could try red yellow, but for consistency and what the deck does itself, just putting all the cards that came out in this set in this deck, the deck's gonna work perfectly fine. I believe Marcel is doing the video of this, which he got to it first before me because you guys know I love Frieza. But he picked it first. Let's see what he does with it. I'll be next afterwards because I don't trust his opinion on cards, but that's my own opinion. Next card. Boom. This one, again, I told you, one of the YouTube people named Joey. I wish I knew his channel. Like, I look him up for Joey, and that's what I call him because we were cool. We met at Nationals. Awesome guy. He made a video of this. Please go check it out. It's fairly brand new, so you'll definitely see it. His channel's blowing up. It's doing good. High five, man. There we go. So, not going to do a video on that because he already made it. Boom. This guy's cute. I just feel like it doesn't offer any like real creativism. There's like, I haven't seen it yet. In time, guess I'll try them out when the cards come out. But for something that I was like super excited to try and just ready to do, because when I found out his effect, I was like, what? Playing him. I love themed decks. Like when Ginyu Force was a thing, that was like kind of like the first deck I played around with Golden Frieza. It was Ginyu Force and Golden Frieza. Super fun deck. Awesome. When Namekians came out, I tried them and they were cute, but didn't push enough threats. But this new one, Dende, going into Piccolo and this beautiful dragon behind him, I had to try out the deck. So, with no further ado, because I don't know how long I've been ranting, I'm sorry. Boom, the deck. And as you can see, it is so simple. And there's one thing I hate is simple. I try to be clever on like, well, you don't need 4 of those. Let's cut them down. I put it at 2, and then I saw 3. It was better, and just like, all right. So if you were just getting into the game and you bought the starter deck, or not starter deck, you just bought this set, just came in, boom, you got cards, you can make this whole deck minus the Flying Nimbus and the Dragon Radar, and the deck will still work based on what it's supposed to do. So that's a good thing. It's very simple to play. If I had any complaints about it, is their boss monster is not enough. When I say boss monster, I want a Judgment Dragon. I want a 7-drop Beerus swing, something big. Their highest drop is this 4-drop, which is very strong. But I just feel like it's not enough. Another problem I had, there is absolutely no 10Ks. You can cut a few cards if you wanted to, like maybe you can cut a few Nimbuses. You can probably cut this card a little bit, not all of it, because this card searches any Namekian 2 or less, so it is strong, but almost not needed. You'll see that eventually when you start playing this deck. To put like super combos like the Cell or the Goku, that when you combo you get to draw a card, just to have 10K on the board, because your hand advantage is... but all of a sudden you start defending and your hand advantage comes to like, oh man, this is not good. And that's just the truth of it. So that's the little problem I'm having with the deck so far. What I might do later on when I actually get to toy around with things, I had to show you a leader with this, and I just want to show you the new cards. For old cards, I kind of want to play the Frieza package, because the desire for Frieza was insane. Problem is, Sorbet was too slow to awaken, so that couldn't do anything. This leader, on the other hand, is a yellow Shenron, can awaken fast, and the Frieza package is strong. So that might be a future deck. We'll see. But we'll just get into this real quick. So I can't zoom into these cards, so I'm just going to backspace real quick. Bam, learning some fancy stuff on the computer. You boys learning. And I'm going to read each card real quick. So this is the leader. It's a Wish leader, and it's Dende. He goes into Piccolo. His ability is he can't attack. Understandable, he's a Wish leader. But on that side, you'll see. Active main, Burst 2. You must place 2 cards on top of your deck to the drop area to activate the skill. I hate Burst, but in this deck, I'm okay with it. In this deck, I kind of use it as like a zombie theme, like if you played Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic or any of those kind of games where you want most of your stuff in the drop area anyways. So I was okay with this. You switch this card to Rest Mode, which when you were playing Shenron, it did the same thing without the burst, and it went to Rest Mode, and it made no sense, because when you awaken, it didn't matter. This leader is different. When you awaken, you can attack. Problem is, you put him in rest mode, so there's no attacking that turn. But you put him in rest mode, you choose 2 Dragon Ball cards from your deck or your life and add them to the hand. Then shuffle the areas you look through. Cool, cool. It's Shenron good. The problem with the other Wish leaders was it only searched 1 Dragon Ball a turn, so it took some time to awaken. Shenron was just the more dominant one because it searched 2. Way too good. The fact that this guy does it, I was so excited. I was happy. Now his Wish. If you have 7 Dragon Balls in the drop area, choose 1 Namekian card from the drop area, add it to your hand, then flip this card over. Normally, all the Wish leaders pick up a Desire card. Now they switched it up where he's picking up his theme. Namekians, which isn't bad because his super combo is Namekian. So you can grab a super combo, or this is pretty much almost like a combo deck. So whatever you pick up is beneficial, is strong. Then on his Awakened side, it doesn't have that pesky permanent cannot attack. This leader can. So this Piccolo is going in. Once per turn, choose one. You get to draw a card. Boom, you can do that. You can choose a yellow desire from your hand. Energy costs less or equal to your current energy and activate its main. We have only, for now, while testing the deck, we only have one desire in here that's 3 energies. So you can start using this effect 3 and up. It's not like other wish leaders, which it's usually their cutter code. So like if you were playing a red peel off, you can activate a red desire or a black card for free in your hand and run with that. This is not it. He can't activate black cards for free. So Child's Wish, World's Peace, he doesn't get the benefit of playing it for free. You actually have to pay costs, which it's not really a bad thing, but it's different from the other wish leaders. And then his wish, it's not Shenron win game good, but it's close. It's very strong. You remove 7 Dragon Balls from the drop area. If you do, choose all your yellow Namekian leaders and yellow Namekian battle cards, and they gain 10,000 power for the duration of turn. Then flip this card over at the end of turn. So your leader becomes 25, decent. And all your McNuggets, because the Namekians most of the time are McNuggets, they're very small, they're not that strong, get 1,000 boosts, so that's not bad. This deck can flood the board if you wanted to. It's different play style. Let me show you how. Boom, for the first card, it's Cargo. I don't know who he is whatsoever. I think it's Dende's little brother, if I remember the show, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure I saw Frieza kill him, though. We'll find out. He's not super needed, so if you wanted to toy around with the list, you could cut this guy, but having Namekians in your deck, in your drop area, it's just really good. The more Namekians, the better. And the fact that he replaced himself, he's a 1-drop boo in my eyes. Like, I'll play him just to draw a card, and now I have a 5k on the board. It has a really nifty ability, though, where you can choose one of your opponent's power skill list battle cards. Power skill list means it has absolutely no text. It doesn't say double strike. It has nothing. It's as blank as it can be. So let's see. I got a card with me. It's a really good card too, by the way. You're going to see some play of it. So let's say it was this card with absolutely no text. It's this and it's battle stats. There are cards out there. It's just right now I don't have it in my hand. If it was skill list, you get to kill it for free. Well, rest mode. It has to be in rest mode. You KO it. A lot of new 30Ks battle cards that are 3-drop, they're skillless and they're monsters. They don't have card text, but they might as well say your opponent takes a life. That's 30K swing in the face. I can't block that. So it's really cool that this deck has a 1-drop out to it. It's just like, oh, bring this out, kill that, and I get to draw a card. Really cool, but we mostly play it for the Namekian part. Boom. Next thing is a super interesting card. Nail Pride of Namekian. Wakanda. It's a 1-drop that his auto burst 2, which burst means you got to mill the top 2 cards to activate this effect. But they didn't write all that because that's just a lot of text. At the end of battle, when you combo with this card from your hand, your turn or your opponent's turn, doesn't matter. If your leader card is Namekian, so it works outside of this leader. It could work for any of the Namekian's leaders. You get to play this card in rest mode. It's a free combo card that comes out for free. It's only 4K. It's not really swinging at anything, but it's the fact that it comes out for free in rest mode. So like later on, like I use this for 5K to defend myself. If you did not kill it for whatever reason and it stands, I can use it again later for a 5K combo. You can't do it again because it has to be combo from your hand, but the fact that it just stays on the board is really good. But in this deck particularly, it's really strong. Reason why: active main, choose one other Namekian card in your battle area, place this card underneath that battle card, and that card gains 5,000 more powers for the duration of turn. Not really a big deal, but our cards require us to have Namekians underneath them to get more effects, and we'll show you soon. Next card, boom, Wishmaker Dende. Very strong card, let me explain. Auto, when you play this card, choose a Dragon Ball card from your deck and add it to your hand, shuffle your deck afterwards. So, you can't look at your life. So, if you notice you have if you go awaken somehow, you want to use your Dende leader to grab the ones in life, and then use these to grab the ones from your deck so you can awaken faster. Great. It literally almost replaced Cell because when you play, you grab a Dragon Ball, and the Dragon Ball draws you a card, so strong. His active main is you choose one other Namekian card in your battle area. Place this card underneath it. It gains 5,000 for duration of a turn. So you can see that this theme has a lot of, all right, we're fusing together to form one big Ultron kind of thing, right? You're going to see the boss monster. It needs a few Namekians underneath them. Bam. 3. Only 3 because he doesn't need to be 4. Theoretically, I wanted to put him at 2, but he's worth having at least 3. When you play this card, draw a card. Automatic replace itself. It's a 2-drop that replaces itself. We always agree to those things. Then choose one Namekian card in your battle area and up to 3 Namekian cards in your drop area. Place the chosen cards underneath the chosen. Very strong because you're going to see the ability. I should have really started out with the card that needs cards underneath it. But more and more, it's called build-up. We're getting to the climax part. So this card is very helpful, and the best thing about it is that it replaces Cell, so there's nothing negative about him. Next one. Boom. Captain Falcon Piccolo. We call it Captain Falcon because if you play Smash Bros., he has that really cool knee that I can never pull off, by the way. But he has a cool knee that kills, and that's what he's doing right here. Super knee. And his ability, he's a 2-drop, 15k, so it's very strong. The other 2-drop was only a 10k, so it's okay. If he stays on the board, at least we can wish to give all our Namekians 10k, so he'd be 20 and he'll swing. Not bad. Play for the future. But this guy, he's a 2-drop, 15k, that has an ability that you pay 2 yellows and a colorless, so 3 energies. Choose a nail card from your hand or drop area and place it under this card. If your leader is a Shenron card and your opponent has 3 or more cards in rest mode, cards that considers energy, battle cards, and leaders. As long as he has 3 or more, you get to use this ability. Choose up to 1 yellow Namekian card with energy cost 4 from your deck or drop area. That's huge. The fact that you can grab stuff from your drop area, because this deck can technically deck out, so you don't always want to grab through your deck. Drop area and play it on top of this card in active mode. In active mode, so I'm able to swing for 15 if I didn't get Mafuba or Pilaf getting rid of Union Absorb. That's another play you can do. You can use his ability and put him back to active. It's like evolving, but it goes to active. Very strong, very good. Then shuffle your deck if you look through it. Cool. So he goes into a 4-drop Namekian yellow. That was a big thing because there are some really good Namekians that are in different colors. An example real quick, which I wanted to make it work, but it didn't. But God knows I wanted to do it. Kami, I think his name is. I should have been more prepared, guys. Forgive me. Again, free rolling this, trying it. Kami Power Piccolo. I wanted him to go into this. This guy is amazing. He's barrier, double strike once per turn, bond 2. He gets to pop something. Sadly, we can't do it. It has to be yellow. So, I think the yellow ones are coming up. Bam. Can't do that. Remember. Next card is our super combo. It's Guru. It's a 3-drop. So sad. They did it on purpose because they don't want our desire card, which we're going to find out what it does. They don't want our desire card grabbing this. I can understand it. I'm not going to disagree. But if it was a 2-drop, amazing. But it's a 3-drop 15k, so that's kind of cool. You can bring out your super combos from Guru. Woo. Guru stands for God, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, Kami. That's why Guru will complain. If you watch the Abridged series, they're very fun. I believe Kami is not his brother, but like he will complain, so he calls himself God. I am Kami Guru now. It's very funny. This super combo is when you combo with this card, if your leader is a yellow Namekian card and your life is 5 or less, draw a card, and this card means 10,000 for the duration of the turn. Cool. There are better super combos than this. The only reason you play this one is because it's Namekian. There's combos where it's like Sparking 5, and they're 10Ks all the time, and they're just really good. But the fact that our Awakened grabs a Namekian, and we got to put cards underneath that are Namekians, it's like, oh, I might as well play this super combo. But like I'm still debating on that one if I want to play the other ones. Because the other option to play, if you do not know, the way to go faster than that. It's a 2-drop most of the time. Beerus. Beerus. Nope, and we're at 3 drops. Silly me. Boom. Super combo. Bam. It's much better for wish leaders because you pretty much get 5 in the drop area real quick. But he's not Namekian. And for flavor-wise, because flavor is important, we kept it as Guru. But you can switch around, depends on your preference. Next cards, we're finally getting to the 4-drop that Captain Falcon, Piccolo, right here, bam, goes into. When you use the effect and your opponent got 3 or more rested cards, you can go into, this is one option, Life or Death Nail. This card doesn't, you never really go into this with Piccolo. Let's just go straight in that. But the reason it's in the deck, 1, it's Namekian. 2, it has a really good ability that evolve for 2 on top of a nail. What nails do we play? The free combo nail that comes out didn't cost us anything. That, let's say we awoke in turn 2 without tapping Dende. I'm just giving you a scenario that's like, oh, most likely not going to happen. But let's say you didn't tap to search 2 Dragon Balls. You already, boom, grabbed everything. The last card you drew was a ball. You're like, oh, okay, I have it. I can awaken. Awesome. And you flip over to cool Piccolo. Awesome. Piccolo swings for 15. Okay, no negates. Haha. I'm going to combo with Nail. Bam. Comes in rested mode, so if you evolve that turn, it's going to be rested. But let's say you were taking attacks previous turn and you defend because you don't want to lose life. This card is rested. Next turn is active, and we get to evolve it for 2. Boom. And he has a permanent that if there are 2 or more Namekian cards under this card, this card gains barrier and double strike. 1, barrier is a horrible word for the game, but we're going to use it. And double strike, pretty effective. I wanted it to be crit, but I asked too much. I know that. Then for sparking 5, so if you have 5 in the drop area, when you play this card, you may choose 1 life added to your hand. So it kind of replaces itself by taking a life. With wish leaders, you don't need to ever do that. You kind of just want to keep your life healthy and just defend if you need to, because how's your opponent going to kill you? Most of the time, they're going to try to deck you out because wish leaders you can deck out. That's a thing. But the next is life. You want to protect your life. Life is precious. Remember that. When you play this card, you can add a card from your life, add it to your hand, choose one of your opponent's battle card, ignoring barrier, and switch it to rest. Switch it to rest. If it killed it, great card. It switches to rest, so it's not that great, but let's say they have a Jabberwocky, I know I don't say his name right, on the board, a blocker, revenge. Ooh. Put that in rest. We're not dealing with it right now. Swing. You can do those little cool plays. And mind you, it's optional. You don't have to take a life. If anything, you were putting this on the board to have a barrier double strike by like turn 2. Because turn 1, you'll play this Dende. Search a Dragon Ball. Awesome. No one cares. Cool. Then you pass, your opponent goes, he swings. You want to protect life? You play Nail. Bam, comes on the board. Cool. He passes. Awesome. I charge my second energy. I pay 2. Bring out this Nail. Put the Dende underneath him because Dende can do that. Give him 5k more power. And now he's 25 barrier double strike. And the fact that he's barrier, he's 25 for only that like turn, but barrier. Can't get rid of it. Can't get rid of it by turn 2. Not true. They came out with cards that can do that, but we're not getting into that right now. But just later on, I know someone's going to write in the comments, not true. There's a Vegeta that kills Rusted Barrier. You're right. Thank you, people. The card's just really good in general. So, boom. But the only reason we're playing this deck is for the boss. It's like a mini boss. This is not a high-level boss. It's not like Gogeta. Like, when you play it, I win. This is a boss that's like, it's pretty good, quite annoying, and that's all this deck offers is this guy. He's strong, just not that strong. He's double strike. Awesome. Active main, you get to choose one of the effects. Okay, kind of cool. This card gains 3,000 power for the duration of turn for each Namekian card underneath him. Okay, kind of cool, kind of cool. So let's say you brought him out with the Piccolo, the Captain Falcon Piccolo. Bam, you use his ability, you put Nail underneath him. You evolve over it afterwards, and that's 2 cards underneath it. Not bad. We got 2, so that's 6,000 power. The more you add to him, the more power he gets. Awesome. Simple math. His other ability, though, is why you need 3 or more. If there are 3 or more Namekian cards underneath this card gains barrier to the end of your opponent's next turn, which is huge. You want to keep this guy alive. But this is where like the deck actually competes. Then choose one of your opponent's energy and switch into rest mode. That card cannot be switched to active mode until the end of your opponent's next turn. That text, if my understanding is correct, is even if they did Undying Trunks or Sensu Beam, that energy still can't be choose to rest it because of this effect. It literally stuns your opponent's energy. So if they were at 3, you put them at 2. So when they charge, they're still at 3. You kind of like lock them from advancing. And the fact that it has barrier, I'm constantly going to be continuous. I'm constantly going to pick that effect where giving them barrier, I'm locking your energy. Cool. Let's say I get another one on the board. And that's the purpose of this deck, is to get as many out of these on the board as you can. That's why you need a bunch of Namekians to keep putting underneath them, so it at least has 3. As long as he has 3, we're golden. And you want to lock your opponent. So let's say that was the case where I brought him out turn 3, ready to go, lock an energy. My opponent is now, let's say 3 energy. Cool. My next turn, I do the same thing, lock. He charges. He's back to only 3 energy, which is really good, and eventually almost game because they can't do anything. You're energy locking them without destroying any energy. Kind of cool. Then we go to the event cards that are not battle cards. Is this guy that's really good. I can't say that word. As we're not going to embarrass myself. But it's a 0 drop, so it's like Successor of Hope. And active main, you choose 1 green or yellow Namekian. I wish we had some green ones, but there was none to really main board. With energy cost 2 or less, and from your deck, add it to your hand. Awesome. So even if you're not playing this leader and you're playing like a Namekian deck of all green and stuff, this is a great card to add. This is a brand new addition for Namekians that are just really strong. Super happy about it. Successor of Hope had it, but Successor of Hope searched 5 or more. So this one being only 2, you can't search a super combo, and I understood that, but I wish it did. Still a really good card. It's almost like a way to search Dragon Balls, because this card is going to search the Dende, do a guaranteed turn 1, like this. Next one is Flying Nimbus. When it comes to Yellow Negate, this is probably the best one. Time Wish is another good, I want to say great and good at the same time, but it's another good one. But this one, it's over the top. Like, depends what I'm playing against. If there's a bunch of Shenrons, then maybe I'll play Time Wish, because when they do their wish, it's like, Time Wish it, stop it, don't want to deal with it. And that's it, we never had to see it again. But outside of that, Nimbus is probably the better choice. Still debatable, your choice. I put this one, could be Time Wish, remember. Next one is the bread and butter of the deck, how the deck just works. You want to like just put stuff in the drop area just to play this probably almost every turn after 3 energy. Permanent is this card gains the desire in all areas. Awesome. Active main, if your leader is a yellow Shenron card, choose 2 yellow Namekian cards with energy cost 2 or less, so not the super combo, from your drop area and play them. Okay, not bad. So let's say you're on turn 3 and you've milled a few. Let's say you searched twice already, so that's 4 cards you milled. You grabbing 4 Dragon Balls, so you drew 4 cards too. Mind you, when I say deck out, like you can deck out pretty quick. Also, Nail does burst 2. It gets there. Like, there's going to be cards in the graveyard. That's why you want to have as much as possible. You want to use Time Reveal, and most of the time you're always going to pick Captain Falcon on the board. Bam. And another one that's really cool that you pick is probably this dude. You bring out those 2. This card lets you draw a card and then stack the Piccolo to have some cards underneath them. Awesome. And then just by playing 3 energies, because you played it for free using your Desire Wish, or using your Desire, using the Desire for free with this ability. It's great if I did practice. I'm sorry guys, like I'm stuttering now. If you use the Desire for free, cool, you still have 3 energies open. You actually can play the Piccolo, and this guy set up the bottom so he has 3 or less, or 3 or more. Boom, you automatically bring it, and yeah. You go straight into this and start locking them. He's barrier, so there's not much he can do. There's cards to get rid of barrier creatures now, high 5. But that's pretty much the concept of the deck. Every turn to be able to play this. Just, do it again, make another Piccolo, and keep hand events. Very strong. We've also played 2 Radars. It is not to grab Dragon Balls. Grabbing Dragon Balls is quite simple in this deck. This guy is digging so much that you're probably going to awaken turn 2 just with Dende's effect. The fact that he mills 2 also helps your chances of getting 7 Dragon Balls in your graveyard. The reason why there's 2 radars is, 1, you can grab a Dragon Ball. You can grab 2 Dragon Balls to draw 2 cards from the graveyard. Cool. For 1 energy, you're pretty much drawing 2. Awesome. Pot agreed. Or, the main thing you always want to grab, you want to grab these from the drop area, add them back to your hand, because again, the whole concept of the deck is just bring out more, bring out more, bring out more, and just make as much as you can. You want to have 4 on the board. Is it the way it wins? No, but it's the way we stun them. This deck is very first level boss. And if you play any like video game, RPG role playing game, there you go. He's kind of like the first boss you play, and it's just like, oh, he's annoying, you gotta like beat him, but definitely a beatable deck. It's just really cool, the concept, and it's very theme-like, so I like that a lot. And of course, for this is a wish leader, you need Dragon Balls, and for flavor, we definitely played the Pergunga. Hopefully I said that right. Dragon Balls. I know I didn't. You play this for flavor. You can pick the other Dragon Balls. It makes no difference. But you need 7 Dragon Balls. Awesome. You don't play like the 1-star or the 2-star because like we're not hand control and there's no creature we really need to get rid of. So, boom. Again, when it comes to the deck, it is fun to play. I tested it out a little bit on Untap. Yay. And I had a good time. But I see the weaknesses. The fact that it doesn't have any 10Ks already puts it like, Then no real boss monster. Like, where it's like, yo, I brought this out, I win. None there, boom. But give him a try. He is fun. I do like him. And it looks like it's going to be a super cheap deck to make either way. Because other than Dragon Radar being close to almost $10, this guy, I can't imagine him seeing play because he's only going to work for this kind of themed deck. Kami Piccolo was like $10. Why? Because green-blue was very strong for its time, and it went to anything that went green. So it was something that saw multiple decks. This is really only going to see one deck, so the value of this card, not going to be much. The cool art one, because there's like SPRs, that one might be something, but that's up to you. Other than that, this is a fun, cheap deck you can try out with the new leaders. Next, I believe, let's see if I click this right. Bam! Next leader we're going to toy around with is probably the green one because we have to make a video of this dude. I'm testing out different guys. I think in next meta, bro, I'm working on this guy. There's new Vegeta cards, but like that's not the kind of theme I'm trying to go for. I just really like what he offers. In my personal opinion, I think Shenron is going to be huge. And this guy, not that he beats Shenron, not at all, but at least he has a self-awakening, which is pretty good. And I'm trying to see what I can do. Also, fun fact, I know the 1-drop dude kills our Golden Frieza leader and started at Goku, but I'm kind of looking into starting at Goku. Like, the more and more I look at him, like, he ain't that bad. Just main Goten, kill that little guy, and then you can do stuff. So, trying out ideas. Come next set, come 2019. I'm somebody who likes to play fun decks, but I gotta get my name up. I gotta get my record. My record's looking bad lately, so I gotta change that around. Gonna play creative, but good decks. So, till then, hope to see you in the next event that we're gonna have. It is in Atlantic City. I always say Atlanta and Atlantic. I messed them up. I found out they were different states. It's in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Ooh, and it's going to be a cast tournament, so you definitely got to go. It's the first pro tour that we're going to have this year, so I hope to see you guys then. But till then, I said you then 2 times. Sorry, guys. Till next time, I'll catch you. Happy New Year's. Again, thank you for watching this. If you watch this whole long video, I don't know how long I've been sitting down talking. Next time, take care, guys.